municipality.
Thanks for your time. I have a lot to say, but I'm just going to try to get through a couple of these things. I'm sure you know about all my questions. Just heard we got fined $1.8 million for the sewage that got dumped. Who's paying for that? What are the terms of the credit we are using for this sewage project? What are your plans had this problem not fallen in your lap? Like, what were you going to do with all this sewage problem? Like, were you going to act on it without it actually, without the issues you have? Were you going to fix it? Or are you just going to kind of hope for the next people to take care of it? I mean, if your intentions are real, you should have started this from the day you started in office.
I don't understand your question. What was the question?
Like, were your intentions when you got into office to take care of this problem, start taking care of this problem? Or is it you're just dealing with it because you have to now?
When we got into office, the first thing that this commission chose to do was to take us off of the ROI program and to stop siphoning off money from the water and sewer fund. And we did that despite the opposition of the city manager. City manager refused to cooperate with this commission in order to attempt that, so we did it on our own. And the first year we were able to reduce it by $5 million. And subsequently we reduced it significantly since then. We have a new city manager who now understands the problem and is working more collaboratively with the commission. So that was the first thing we jumped on. Last fall, this commission voted to spend millions of dollars to start fixing the very pipe that broke. We allocated the money, and 3 days later the pipe broke. So we were very aggressive on moving forward and trying to work on the infrastructure. We weren't sitting on our hands. We weren't waiting for a break to happen. Unfortunately, it got ahead of us. And to no one's fault on this commission, but the point is that right now we need to focus on the solutions rather than blame. And right now this commission is doing all of that. I'll give you an extra minute.
Thanks. I didn't mean to shut you off there. As far as cleaning the water, why isn't anybody cleaning the water? There's aerators, and you're relying on nature. You're not doing anything to clean the water. The sewage goes in. There could be more done. There's lots of things that you could do, and it's not happening. There's not even a person there protecting the area from people using the waterways. If you were to come in on boat, no one knows any different. If you miss the sign, you're having a good time, there should be active people in the areas that are not inhabitable. What are the plans to rehabilitate the waterways once the pipes and all that are done? I mean, like, we're at ground zero right now. The waterways are uninhabitable. The fish aren't there. There's no life. What's going to happen to rehabilitate the areas? You can't rely on nature. You've introduced way too much into nature. It's your responsibility. It's not nature's responsibility to take care of this.
We're very sensitive to that issue, and I respect what you're saying, and we've been asking those same questions. Our city manager just spoke about 5 minutes ago and said that he's engaged a firm to help us figure out solutions in that regard, because if there's one thing that we don't have answers tonight. And I'm sorry, but we're not, we don't have.
Pressure washer.
I beg your pardon?
Pressure washer. I mean, the shorelines are still covered in mud.
No kidding.
It's crazy.
No kidding.
Time keeps ticking and nobody's doing anything.
That's not true. You're not listening.
I am listening.
You came here with a speech and you haven't been listening to anything.
I go there every day. It's the same thing, man.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You can continue talking.
I don't know. I'm just disappointed, man. It's my town. Grew up here. Lived here my whole life. Okay. It's sad. Can't go enjoy the water. I couldn't even think of swimming in that water.
And you shouldn't, because it's polluted.
I mean,
I think we made that point clear, right?
But it goes beyond the sewage. It goes beyond that. It's the overdevelopment. It's the way they treat. I mean, everything. They just dump it in the water. Dump it in the water. Okay. Dump it in the water. I mean, build a new road. The debris goes in the gutter. Goes in the water. How is that possible?
Is there anyone else who wishes to speak on this issue?